Hey guys, welcome back. Derby2 here today with a new video. About 2 to 3 weeks ago, somewhere in there, Rainbow Six Siege, I know, I haven't heard that name in a long time, added a Team Deathmatch mode. If you're unfamiliar with Rainbow Six Siege, it's a 5v5 competitive round-based shooter, similar to the likes of CSGO or Valorant or games like that that you may know about. Except for very popular on console and actually one of the few that are playable on console, as well as PC. It's also sort of a mix of a hero shooter. I'm sure you know what Rainbow Six Siege is, and if not, that's probably just because the popularity for the game has been waning for years now, and it's continued to die for a long time. I haven't played this in years, like 3+ years, but I did used to be pretty highly ranked in the game, so I thought I would come back, check it out. I used to be very, very serious about the game for about the first like 3 or so years of the game's life, 3 or 4. And then eventually just it kept getting worse and worse after Operation, I think it was like Outbreak with Finka and the Lion, whatever that one was. And then from then on, the game just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So, to be fair, I haven't played it in a very long time, but they released a PS5 version, so that made me at least interested in checking out how that runs. And at the same time, I could try out the new TDM mode. So today I have my thoughts on the TDM mode from someone who hasn't played in a long time, but used to quite a lot. Right off the bat, I get that the mode is supposed to be kind of just a reaction time, aim trainer sort of warm-up mode, but even looking at it from a gameplay perspective as a regular just mode to play for fun, I don't think it really works at all within the game. Mainly for me, it's another example of a game that just cannot do spawn design in any way. I don't understand how this gets through playtesting phase into full release where the spawns are so unbelievably horrible. I only played a few rounds of TDM, and every time, without fail, during a match, there would be multiple times where I would either spawn right in front of someone, right behind someone ready to shoot them in the back of the head. Like, it's just not a good spawn system. It's not fair at all. And the game doesn't even try to sort of like segregate the teams to one side or the other side of the map. If someone's just kind of running around, it'll spawn you right in their path or right behind them as they walk by. And the maps just aren't really made for TDM, or at least not the ones we have, which are like 2. There's like no maps in TDM. I don't know why there aren't like all maps or have outside as well. Like, you are locked to the inside, and like it evolves into just like 2 floors of people sprinting around just waiting to spawn and spray each other. Like, it's really not well thought out or well put together at all, in my opinion. I don't think it's very good. I think you should have indoors, outdoors, and at least try and spawn people relative to their team, and sort of set up like a classic Call of Duty spawn kind of system, where if most of the team is on like the west side, start spawning the other team on the east side, and then if you have outside, you can actually spawn a good distance from someone instead of just dying the second you spawn in. On top of that, it didn't happen to me, but I saw a lot of people complaining about shotgun spam, so I'm very sure that that is a thing, and that does make sense. Just a lot of problems with TDM, in my opinion, and if you really only view it as an aim trainer warm-up sort of mode, then it is fine. Like, it does its job in that regard, I suppose. It just serves as an aim trainer within Rainbow instead of having to use something else as an aim trainer or playing a bunch of casual rounds. But I just don't think it is fun on its own, and it doesn't really stand on its own feet, especially when, a large part for me of playing Rainbow casually is sort of like the alpha pack system, where if you don't know what that is, you can play either ranked or casual, and when you win, you have a chance at getting a loot pack with skins and stuff like that. And then if you lose, your chance, or if you win and you don't get the pack, your chances go up of getting a pack next time. So it's sort of just a fun incentive as you play. That's how you get the skins and the cosmetics in the game. That's the entire cosmetic system, and it's completely excluded from TDM. Now, my thoughts on that are probably because TDM is faster than a regular game, but there should be something in place, because as of right now, playing TDM gives you nothing. You also can't do any of your challenges for like your season pass. You can't do any dailies or weeklies or anything like that in TDM. Even simple things that are just like get kills with Ash's assault rifle, can't do it. Any of the kills don't count. Get kills on with an LMG, none of them count. Like, I get that you are different in TDM, but really, does anyone care? Like, it's still a mode, I'm still playing, it's still part of the game. Like, what's the difference between me doing it in there and casual, really? I don't understand why they release such a half-baked mode with so much stuff sort of partitioned and locked. And also, I know you've been watching the gameplay. I should have mentioned before now. I'm playing on the PS5 version, which I used to play on PS4, so it reset all of my settings. So not only have I not played in like 4 years and I'm extremely rusty, and also not really invested, I have no sensitivity settings at all. I don't know what they're supposed to be on. I physically cannot aim, okay? I don't need to be cyberbullied, because you can go look at like an Apex video or something, and I clearly can aim on console. I am clearly a good FPS player, but my god, I cannot aim in this game. The settings, I just couldn't be bothered. I tried and I couldn't find how the fuck to make them work, because honestly this game is so dated now, and that is one of my big problems as well. The game is on its like 7th year now, and it really feels like a 7-year-old game now. Like, it is starting to feel extremely dated. In my mind, I had this memory of Rainbow Six, you know, hundreds of hours with the boys, just grinding out ranked, Red Crow Diamond, just blasting, you know. Oh, it was the golden age of gaming. I used to love playing Rainbow with the boys. We used to go hard, you know, all day, all night. And I loved the game. And in my mind, I had this memory of like, oh, running around Yacht with Buck and Frost when the game first came out, and just having a blast, you know, playing house and blasting everything open. And then I play it now, and it's so just janky, and the movement is horrid, and it just feels so dated. Like, your character is so slow. There's no sort of like slide. Like, it's just like all these it just feels old. Like, I don't know how to explain it. If you play any modern shooter at all, like any modern shooter in the last 3 or 4 years, and then you play this one, even as a tac shooter, it just feels clunky and old, and I don't know. It just definitely feels like a 7-year-old game, which of course it is, but I can in one hand respect that they're still updating the game and adding to it, but I think it needs a major like engine update. Maybe with, I guess they don't really use Unreal, but it needs something new. Like, with Ubisoft, I'm sure they'll just do a sequel. When, who knows? But I think it just needs a massive overhaul in the movement system. But that's just me and sort of your running consciousness train of thought on what I felt when playing the mode and the game after so long. And I really wanted it to be a reason to start playing the game again, because I, you know, wouldn't have to get into just being sweaty ranked again if I didn't want to. I could just play TDM. But without being able to get alpha packs or do any challenges or have any sort of progression or meaning to playing it, there's no reason to play TDM, even if it did work, which it really doesn't. No maps, spawns are really bad, and it just doesn't seem well thought out or put together. And the audio, I don't even know where to start. The audio is horrible. I remember this game having decent audio, but in TDM you've got so many people running around. I am, without exaggerating or joking or hyperbole or anything like that, someone will be running right past me on my right side, you know, across the hallway I'm standing in, and it sounds like he's on my left, he's above me, he's below me, he's fucking inside of where I'm standing. Someone runs overhead, it sounds like they're in me, and I'm fucking trying to look around and no one's there. The audio is so scuffed and so horrible. I don't know if it's a bug, if it's just this mode, or if the game is truly just not how I remember it being now. But I cannot tell worth a motherfuck where anyone is coming from. And when you're in a mode where people are spawning around you in a circle constantly, rooms right beside you, you need to be able to hear where they're coming from, and you can't hear anything. And it just makes for a very frustrating and just not fun gaming experience. So anyways, that is my outlook on the Team Deathmatch mode of Rainbow Six Siege. I'm sure no one gives a shit, because I don't know a single person who still plays this game. But if you are interested in Rainbow Six, I guess try it out for yourself if you want to, but I'm telling you all the sort of downsides to it and what I think of it. And I think if they let you get packs and progress your challenges and, you know, actually get something for it, I think it would be at least worth playing just for fun every now and then. But even so, it doesn't have much staying power of like enjoyment past maybe 2 games, because it's just very samey, and the movement again is really bad, so it's hard to enjoy. Anyways, guys, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Check out the channel. I wasn't planning on making a video today, so this one was kind of thrown together with an old idea that I was going to do back when it first came out. But I'm supposed to be on set for The Last of Us, and they keep delaying everything because of snow. So I thought I might as well put out a video of some kind. And that is about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.